Hey guys, DeVonte here. I'm gonna do a quick rundown of my gear for my band Without Hope. So I'm gonna take you through my guitars, my amps, pedals, all that fun stuff. So yeah, let's get started. So I want to start with my guitars that I use for Without Hope currently. I'm gonna do a couple reviews on these so you get an in-depth look at the specs and everything. But my main guitar is this blue beast here. It's a Legator Opus 300 series, and of course her name is Blue. This one is all stock with the exception of the tone knob being removed. I was experimenting with putting a kill switch in this, and it was way too long, and since I had to drill the, make a bigger pilot hole for it, I can't fit the original tone pot back, so I'm gonna get a new plate for it soon. But yeah, Swamp Ash body, maple top, all maple neck, 26.5-inch scale length. It's my newest guitar, but it is a beast. It's my favorite to play live. It's a shower and a workhorse. My backup to that is the Legator Ninja 7 strings, the 200 series. Same scale length, 26.5. Has a matching headstock, just a solid white finish. Rosewood board, offset dots rather than the black center dots. This has the Duncan Nosgold Sentient pickups and master volume 5-way switch, and this one actually has the kill switch. So yeah, this is my backup. It was also my first 7-string that I ever bought. And then last but not least is my fan fret. I don't use this one for shows at the moment. I actually just got it up and playing. When I do the review, I'll go over why this has been MIA for like 9 months. But yeah, this one will be playing again soon. And let's go to the amps. So for my amp, I'm using a Carbon V3. It is one hell of an amp. I got it about 2 years ago, actually. 2 years ago this month. And it has 3 channels, 3 independent EQs, all with variations on the channels for your EQ and how much distortion or how thick the sound is. It also has a master EQ section with built-in boost. It has 3 effects loops and 2 smart loops, so I can run 2 loops simultaneously. And it also has MIDI functions, cab emulation on the back here. So it has cabinet voicing, it has MIDI ins and outs, a direct out, so if I didn't want to do, if I wanted to go front of house, I have a cabinet voicing and a direct out. So I really don't even have to get mic'd. So that's really nice. And yeah, so this is kind of where I am as far as an amp. I'm pairing it with an Orange 212, which I picked up I think like a year and a half ago. So closed back, has vintage 30s in it, sounds amazing. And then my pedal board, which is right below it here, has just recently been redesigned, courtesy of my friend Michael from a band I play drums for called Vagrant, using a TC Electronic Century noise gate, an Attack Overdrive by Proton. It's the Misha Mansour signature. A TC Electronic Hall of Fame reverb, thing's amazing. A Flashback X4, Ernie Ball Volume Junior. I'm gonna switch that to a Dunlop one soon though. Sure BLX wireless, a Polytune 2, and that all goes into Boss ES5 effect switcher, and that's where the MIDI capabilities of the V3 come in, because I can control this via MIDI. So I have all my presets set and everything, and yeah, the only thing that's really missing now is 2 pedals and a case. Now if all of this fails for some reason, and I've had that happen, I've had faulty power at fried preamp tubes in my head, or I couldn't run my pedal board, my backup right now is the Pod HD 500X. Depending on how I'm using it, I'll either go direct and use cab emulation with a powered speaker, or if I use my cab, I'll turn the cab emulation off, and I use the rectifier, like the tread plate tone. But yeah, that is my amp, pedal board, and backup rig. So let's look at some strings that I used. So for strings, I use Dunlop Super Brights. I take an 8-string set, make it a 7-string set. So currently my Opus and my Ninja 200 are both set up 10 to 74. Those are pretty recent, so I ditched the 64 and replaced it with the thickest string, and then my fan fret currently is 10 to 64, but that's gonna change. You know, despite it having a longer scale length, I really just like how the 74 feels. Have like less fluctuation, because I like to hit the strings pretty hard, so I have really, with the 64, especially after playing on the 74 for like a month, 2 months now, my strings go really out of tune playing on the 64. So soon all of them are going to be 10 to 74 across the board. And yeah. Alright guys, that was all my gear. Shout out to Legator Guitars. They're really good people. Ken, the owner, I've become really good friends with him over the last 2.5 years. He's always been there when I need something, or if something went wrong. Always had full support from them. They're great people. They built a great community. You know, it's not like a team. We all say hashtag Team Legator, but it's really a family. So I highly recommend you check them out. They make great instruments, and they're pretty well priced as well. They got some really cool stuff in the works, and they're releasing new stuff right now. And also shout out to Dunlop. I work at a music store, so my rep had suggested the Super Brights to me last year, and I never looked back. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to just leave a comment, or if you have me on social media, just message me or ask. Also give my band Without Hope a like. We're going to be filming a music video on the 17th of this month, so one of my Legators will be featured in it. And we have a new record that will be coming out sometime this year. So yeah, have a good one guys.